I am the only black person in primetime on cable, right? So if I don't say it, if I'm not vulnerable, if I don't speak for my people and for my perspective, then who am I?
But we can't talk about authenticity and values and beliefs without talking about vulnerability. And there was a new episode of The Shop. And of course, they talked about, you know, as celebrities, as influencers, how important is it to be vulnerable? And what's his name? Don, what's his last name?
I forget, but I believe he's on CNN. He's
he's the only on CNN. The only black guy on prime time. But he said this. I'm gonna get his name. Don't clip this up and say that I don't know his name. I'm gonna get this name by the time he finished this clip.
You guys are supposed to be up there and like not break down, not show emotion.
No. Who says that?
Well, traditionally, right?
We don't live in a Walter Cronkite society anymore. We live in a different world right now, and there didn't used to be people who look like me.
Yep.
Right? You have a gay black man who is I am the only black person in primetime on cable, right? So if I don't say it, if I'm not vulnerable, if I don't speak for my people and for my perspective, then who am I?
And I got it. It's Don Lehman. Got that. Moose, what
there
you
it
think
is.
about it?
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. It's so true. It's kind of what I've been speaking about the last few episodes here and saying that I'm walking more proudly into my faith because it's the thing that makes me me. So especially when you feel underrepresented, and I connect with what he's saying, right? He's saying, I am the only black male of who I guess he also identifies as gay. So it's like, you're the only person. So if you don't say it, no one will speak for you. It is rare that you get someone who's willing to sacrifice their career, their profession, their calling to advocate on your behalf.
Right.
And most times people will not do that until they recognize and understand your experience.
Right.
So how are they going to understand? You got to speak it. So I totally understand that, or just kind of see the importance of it is, man, you have to uncover or dig up the parts of you that you are hiding and think about ways to reveal them to the world where people can better understand them. And please keep this in context. It's not a competition of comparing broken narratives. It's not about, we said this on the live once, it's not about showing the greatest scars or the most pain and wanting people to see that. It's more about providing an understanding, to provide some level of context, to show the transgression or the transformation, or to show the truth of what it really is, not what people think it is. So those are pieces that you should be thinking about either in your brand story, your business story, or even in your personal self, pieces of you that you can reveal to people where they can better understand you. Because when understanding is present, so is grace. If I understand you, I'm automatically going to extend grace to your experience without you having to make me feel bad or tell me, here's why I did this. It's like, no, I understand. Nicky identifies with this type of situation, or she's been through this type of thing. So I can offer grace. The audience, they'll offer grace. They'll back you. They'll be in your comments kind of rooting for you and telling you like, hey, don't worry about that. I know you've had some experiences about that as well, where without you even saying anything, the audience is in there almost backing you because they already know. But if you would have never said anything, or you never tell them, and you're hiding things that matter, right? And things like our faith, our beliefs, our thoughts, our values, all of these things, people don't know. They might attack you, although you're someone who's supposed to be defending them. So yeah, that part is just like the great embrace, man. Walk into those things that you often feel pressure to hide.
Yeah, and I like that he said that, like, it's not, people don't expect you to be all put together, regardless of certain titles, certain statuses, and just like how Moose said and how Don said, it's like, yo, he is the only primetime black anchor right now. Like right now, right? Bump the, of course, that he's gay and everything like that. He wanted to emphasize, I am the only black person. So what I have to say about certain things that are happening or that are not happening in society right now, it matters. Like, I have to show them how I feel about it. I have to give my perspective on it because there's no one else that can speak on it. And the way that the world has been is we seek for voices just like us.
Mm-hmm.
He's respected because of the point of views that he gives. His views on things, because he looks like us, he sounds like us. He may have gone through some things or has family members that have gone through some things. There's no other people that are speaking on these different topics the way he is. And that goes towards just influencers and people with status in general. We seek for the vulnerability. We seek for their point of views on things because they are our voice on certain topics, certain cultural situations, certain hobbies, whatever it is. They are the voice that we don't have. And so we root for them. We sometimes criticize them, but we root for them and we want them to continue to say what they're. Now there's going to be backlash regardless, because where one side wants them to stay and wants to hear it, there's other people that don't. And that is the pros and cons of being vulnerable. That's the pros and cons of giving your all and saying how you feel about things. There's going to be people who don't care and don't want to hear it. But the good in it speaks louder than that, because it is important, regardless of how big or small your influence may be, you are the voice for somebody. And before it was, you could only look this certain kind of way and have these amount of degrees and know these people in order to have a opportunity to speak into the mic. Now it's like, no, you could say it however you want to say it on a platform you can own or that has hired you for these particular things, but they mainly listen to you because of who you are, based off the authenticity and the vulnerability. That is almost needs to be the new requirement on some of these job descriptions.
That's good. Yeah.
Just saying.
It's real.